Guys, my name is Whitney Calloway. I am the reading specialist at Meadowview Elementary, and this is my reading buddy. His name is Jarvis. He's a golden retriever, and we are really excited to share chapters 91 through 95 of Dogtown with you guys today. So, get your book and let's get started. Chapter 91, Reading Buddy. And this is mine. I dragged the book to Metalhead. Metalhead, look, it was in the donation box. Jimmy's done with it. We can take it to Quinn. Quinn was suspended, he said. Right, but you know what suspended means. Temporary removal of a student, he said in his drone voice. Yeah, temporary. You know how excited Quinn was when he read to him. He'll be back. Metalhead nodded. His expression hadn't changed, but his blue lights began to flash brighter. I leaned in. What if he returns to reading buddies and his book still isn't there? He might throw a fit. Do you want him to get suspended again? Metalhead shook his head, a tiny motion, more like a tremor than a shake. You have to bring the book back to Quinn. You can deliver it, he said. But I can't read Green Eggs and Ham to Quinn. He doesn't understand dog. You're his reading buddy. He doesn't want anyone else. I want to be home with Jimmy. This was a tough one. What could I say to that? I thought for a long time before I opened my mouth. You did your job. You helped Jimmy grow up. I paused, letting this sink in. It's Quinn who needs you now. Chapter 92, Flashing Lights. Metalhead wasn't totally convinced, but all of his lights were flashing extra bright. The blue, the white, and the bright yellow. I suspected that meant his still heart was beating again. It didn't take much more to persuade him to return to Dogtown with us. He had just climbed out of the donation box when we heard footsteps. Chapter 93, In the Trunk. Jimmy's mom stomped to the trunk. I thought for sure she'd notice us. We were right there in plain sight, but she didn't look closely. I could have sworn I shut this, she said, and she slammed the trunk shut. Bang, and the whole world went dark. Chapter 94, Thrift Store. A moment later, the motor started up, the garage door opened, and the car rolled out. We were on our way to the thrift store. At first, we were terrified, but slowly our eyes adjusted to the dark. There was a faint line of light around the trunk's edge, which helped. We found an old tarp and hid beneath it, my paw wrapped around Green Eggs and Ham. Then the errands started. Each time we pulled into a parking space, we held our breath. But stop after stop, the trunk stayed closed. Humans and their errands. Makes me glad I'm a dog. After 7 stops hiding under the tarp, the thrift store started to look pretty good. It was afternoon by the time Mom finally popped the lock. Mouse clutched my leg. This was it. But no. Mom grabbed her yoga mat and shut the trunk. A long time later, she put the mat back. By then, it was late afternoon. Had she forgotten about the thrift store? Once again, she started the car. We took a few turns and bumped over some potholes. Then the car stopped, the trunk opened, and she lifted out the donation box. She struggled to carry the box and close the trunk at the same time, but couldn't quite do it, so she left the trunk open. I peeked out from under the tarp and watched her duck into the thrift store. Metalhead got out first, clutching onto Green Eggs and Ham. Then Mouse and I hopped out, taking cover under a nearby car. We were just thinking we had made it when we heard Mom's squeaky sneakers headed in our direction. She leaned over the trunk and began digging around inside. Had she noticed that Metalhead was not in the box? She took out the tarp, the yoga mat, the hockey sticks, the toilet paper, and the largest teddy bear. She pawed around for a while before putting everything back. We heard her make a call on her cell phone. Hey, honey, I'm at the thrift store. Strangest thing happened today. You remember that robot toy that Jimmy loved so much? She paused. Yeah. Well, I thought we gave him away too, but apparently not. And James got all upset when he saw him, so I said I'd take him to the thrift store. I put him in the trunk, and now he's gone. She paused again. He was a strange toy. Remember we got him from that man at the flea market? Right, yeah, maybe he was in the bottom of the box and I just didn't notice, or maybe I'm losing it because I'm telling you, this has been the weirdest day. Another pause followed by a laugh. You're gonna get pizza for dinner? See, this is why I married you. Pizza solves everything. Okay, see you at home. Love you too. Chapter 95, Two Legs. Mom closed the trunk and drove away. At first we were happy to be out of there, but then the worries set in. Mouse and I were hungry and thirsty, and we had no idea how to get back to Dogtown. I peeked out from under the car. Generally, I have a pretty good sense of direction, but I'd gotten turned around from all the steps. I didn't know if we were 50 yards from Dogtown or 50 miles. It was going to be dark soon. The day had been unseasonably warm, but the nights were freezing. This wouldn't be a problem for Metalhead, but I worried about Mouse. His fur wasn't thick like mine. And after what had happened with the dog sitter's boyfriend, I was terrified of city streets at night. What if I lost another leg? I'd never seen a dog with two legs, which tells you something, doesn't it? I have to get back for poker night, I said, but still I didn't move. I couldn't decide whether to go left or to go right. Metalhead and Mouse nodded. They knew poker night was what kept me off the list. Then Mouse gestured wildly with his hands. He was worried his brothers and sisters back at Dogtown would go hungry without him. I felt bad about this because Mouse hadn't wanted to come along in the first place. My charge is low. 5%, Metalhead reported. 5%, I howled. Mouse dove under Metalhead to check his charging gauge, which was tucked into his belly. Mouse held up 2 fingers with his left hand and 2 with his right. 22 minutes, I said. Mouse nodded with a big nod. We'll have to find a charge on our way home, I said bravely. What else could we do? And that is the end of chapter 95. I hope you guys are liking Dogtown just as much as Jarvis and I here. And Jarvis is just down taking him a little nap. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your summer and that you enjoy finishing up Dogtown. We'll see you later with chapter 96.